Many people are just frustrated about me applying to Polac for many times, and yet I'm still not getting the first time, the second time, the third time. Well, thank God you are here, because I want to hit you with some 5 secrets which will help you in having your admission into the university of your own dream. So follow me side by side, line by line, as I take you to the journey of this 5 hidden secrets which you just need to know for you to have your admission into Polac. First of all, before we go further, do well to subscribe to this channel, because this is where I'll be hitting you with some important content and some important things that will really help you on your journey to gain your admission into the university of your own dream. Well, first of all, just think about it. Well, Nigerian Police Academy is a very competitive school which people all over the state in the country are applying for. We have 36 states in the country, and in every state we have applicants. Just think about it. Think how competitive, think of how hard it will be for people to really get admission into university. However, there are keys that open doors. So you not having those keys will be a hindrance for you to get those admission, to get the access to the dream or to the university of your own dream. Well, the secret number 1 is that, number 1, when you are applying for this university, this Nigerian Police Academy Polac, number 1 thing that you need to know is that you should apply everything accordingly. Follow the admission process accordingly. You know, things have gone beyond you filing something on papers, so everything have gone online. So when applying, make sure your name are inputted correctly, your age are inputted correctly, your NIN is available, you have a valid email. Everything you are inputting into the application form online are all correct. And where there is a mistake, I'm very sure you know Nigerian Police Academy is a very strict school, and they would like to have all things being done correctly without having any issues. So make sure that all your inputs are all correct. Make sure that everything you are fixing into the application form are all okay. And then after you go through this secret number 1, this number 1 secret, number 2 is that maybe after you applied and God helping you, you were selected to come and have your CBT exam. So fine. The next thing, doing the CBT, you know, CBT is not just maybe writing on hands. Before Nigerian Police Academy use papers, that's to say they use pencil and all that for shading, writing and all that. But now this time around, you just beat in computers, so you just face the computer and you write your exam. Well, before you go for the CBT, have this in mind. Number 1, study your current affairs. You know, Nigerian Police Academy has to do with things happening in the country. Remember, the police aspects are even in the executive arms of government, and because of that, so know your current affairs, know who is the governor of this, know what a Nigerian flag means, the green, white and green, know what the meaning of the blue, yellow, green of Nigerian Police Academy. Just know what is the meaning of all the colors. Just try to have a basic knowledge of your current affairs, because that is where some of the weakening points are. Some people, because of laziness and all that, they refuse to read the current affairs because, like, oh, I know it is from primary school. Well, get updated ones, read them, find those things which were not there before, and with that you'll be able to cope up with the CBT exam. Because I'm very sure CBT exam will not just take place, that's to say the test will not just take place without them going through some current affairs. And again, before you go for the CBT test, know the basic knowledge in your field. If you're studying accounting, at least know some basic knowledge. Is it bookkeeping? Is it the meaning of accounting? Is it the meaning of double entry system? Is it cash book? Whatsoever. At least just try to know some basic thing in your field. Or maybe if you are in science, at least have a basic knowledge. Have a basic knowledge. Don't just assume that okay, I've passed the level of all these basic things. No, the basic things are the foundation. Remember, and with that, you'll be able to at least get through some things that might weigh you down. And again, number 3 things that you need to know before you go for your CBT is that get past question. You know, things are changing, we know, but in some aspects they have to repeat some things. And to your own lucky and to your own good times, if you have studied past question papers of previous years, with that you'll be able to, like, okay, get some answers because you've studied your past question paper. So don't be left behind. Get past question papers. They are like, we have them online. Even some websites are selling them and all that. I don't know how you get it, but however, just get past questions, and it will help you during this CBT, because there's nothing new under the sun. If you know that, that was your genius. Actually, there's nothing new under the sun. So get past question papers, and it really help you. And again, before you go to your CBT, or maybe during the CBT test, have this in mind. Don't assume or just rush things anyhow. Think before you answer. Some people just look at question and just imagine or assume the answer. Just take whatsoever they feel like. No, think. God has given you your number 6, the brain to think. So think before you answer, and that's another key that you just need to hold during this CBT exam. And again, finally, in this CBT text aspect, that is key point of number 2, is that arrive the venue on time. You know, it's well advisable that you need to arrive there maybe 30 minutes before that very particular time, where you are calm, you are cool, not that you're just rushing all around and then you just enter into the exam hall when you are kind of rushing and all that. At that very moment of time, confusion and all that will just set in and you are about to fail, and I pray that will not be your portion. Well, arrive the venue on time. So under this second secret, which is the CBT test, that is the CBT test, please observe all these things. And now let's go to secret number 3. Now secret number 3 is that God helping you passing this CBT test, and you are being selected to come and face the board, to have some medical checkups and all that. Now during the medication, please have this in mind. Number 1, stay bodily fit. Your feet, some people like, what does my fitness have to do with me getting admission? Well, it's very important. You just have to stay fit. At least practice some kind of jogging. Well, jogging is not easy if you're not used to it actually. So at least maybe a single day, maybe a day, just practice maybe 10 minutes of jogging. Tomorrow 15, next tomorrow 10, something like that. Just at least try some bodily fitness. Just try to at least stay bodily fit and medically fit. Make sure as a female you are not pregnant, and again make sure as a male you don't have a bad disease like HIV/AIDS. And with that, all the secrets will really guide you into you getting admission into the university of your dream. So stay bodily fit. That is key points under this medication. And again, you also need to practice some bits of jogging. Now let me take you saying that the number 4 point that the number 4 secret that you also need to have in mind is during the board meeting. So during the board meeting, that is after you've passed your medical or wherever and doing the screening. So there's also the aspect of where you face the board and you'll see big men in front of you and all that. So and during that aspect, there are some key things I just want to give you. Is that number 1, be bold. These are elderly men. Don't be surprised to see some of them with their glasses and all that, right? So well, at that very moment, as a young guy, as a young man seeking for the admission desperately, don't be shy. At this very moment, be bold. Show them that you are really like you really want to gain this admission. However, keep it in mind, yet avoid arrogance in your boldness, in your kind of showing that you want the admission. Don't be arrogant. That is where the fall comes from. So when you're too arrogant, I'm very sure you will lose it. So at the very moment, be bold. Let your eye meet with them. And again, dress smartly, look good, look fine. They might ask a question from your current affairs. That's why current affairs is very, very important. And they might also ask a question from your own field. That is where you also need to have some basic knowledge of your field. From the current affairs, very important. You might be thinking, okay, I'm from Lagos State. Maybe they will ask me who is the governor of Lagos State. Don't be surprised. They might be asking you who is the governor of Borno State. Anything can happen. So don't be restricted to maybe your own locality, or maybe to your own region, or maybe to your own state. No. Know your current affairs. If you're reading about governors, try to know all the governors of the state. Try to know the ministers. I'm just giving you some hints. At least have a good knowledge of the current affairs. And after facing the board, with God helping you, you pass all the questions that you were asked, maybe 2 questions or maybe 3, whatsoever question you were being asked. Finally, in the joy of everything, my friend, do not forget God. This is the background of everything. This is the basic of everything. Where God is exempted, I'm telling you, your admission is about to be aborted. Put God first. In it, go down on your knees and pray to God. depending on, but however, your full confidence should not be on man. Go to God in prayer, ask for success, depend on Him, seek His face, tell Him why you really need the admission, ask Him that His own will should be done, not our own will. I pray that God will see us through. So in all these steps that I gave to you, let me just give you a few recap. Number one secret, I said follow the admission processes correctly. Number two, I gave you some hints that you need to do as secret number 2 during the CBT. And number 3, I also give you some medical tips of you doing some jogging and make sure you avoid of HIV and whatsoever. And number 4 is that during the board meeting, I said be bold and don't be arrogant. Answer the question boldly and all that. And finally, number 5, put God first. Go to God in prayers, depend on Him, and He will see you through. I'm very sure you've gained knowledge from this content of mine. Do well to subscribe to my channel, like, share to other people that you know are in need of this. And with God helping you, you will come back to my comment section and give you the testimony of you gaining this admission. Thank you very much. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.